Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 10th episode of Kaguya-sama. Last episode, what happened? Well, Kaguya got a bit sick. And as we figured out, Kaguya gets very much, she's a big baby when she's sick, wants to be coddled and fed and head patted and all sorts of things like that. And because of that, everyone kind of wanted to go visit her, which is, definitely understandable. And the two ones that were definitely focused on that the most were Chika and Shirogane. And that was kind of a battle to the death to figure out who was actually going to go, see her. And to the point where cheating was done to make that happen. And it was pretty funny for poor Chika. She definitely got a bit humiliated because of her cheating attempts. She doesn't want to blame herself, of course, but still, it was rough to watch. But yeah, it was interesting, and also Kaguya did a lot of bad things, like destroying that poor guy's phone battery, and that was not pleasant. But yeah, let's get into the episode and see what we're in for today. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. Of course, I'm familiar with Hindu mythology. Who isn't? Okay. You okay, Ishigami? Well, that's one way to start the episode. With a traumatized Ishigami over there. Love is war. Love is war. Uh, oof. I still think the first episode was one of my favorites of this show. I recently rewatched the first episode because, the YouTube channel Semblance of Sanity started to react to it. And yeah, that really was one of my favorite episodes. Just, there's some good stuff in that one. Just, Kaguya is always just so quick to turn on Chika if she wrongs her. Oh. I'll eat it if nobody wants it. I'm sure Chika would. Kaguya won't forgive. Oh, you're scared because it's your fault. I bet. I bet this is a complex situation that needs a lot of explanation. I remember that. And nothing more. No pregnancy happened. Okay. It's a good site, though. Definitely a good site. Yeah, I'm sure they did. But there's a but there. Not just Kaguya's. I mean, maybe he did. There's just no pleasing women, is there? Oh, he had a bone, alright, I'm sure. Yeah. I can understand why there might be some tension here after such an incident. And then we get to the cake, where everything really exploded. That was a not very enthusiastic why. I know, right? At least do that much. Hit them in the smaller pieces if you need to. Oh, he'll worry. It's building up. You eat it. You eat it. I would just take it and just shove it in her mouth, personally. That would solve the problem. That escalated. Only a minute, wow. Five minutes later, the cake's gonna go bad. Just split the cake. uh, you're one to talk. uh, somebody else eat the cake already? How do you know what the cake wants? Are you a cake whisperer? I know, right? Okay, now just being silly, Kaguya. Can't disprove a negative. Uh, that's a good point. Chica's the only one that could ever do anything here. She'll just eat the cake. She will. She will just go in there and eat that cake. Like I said, I watched episode 1 recently. I remember how that went. She ate something there too. Honestly, as soon as Kaguya said, how can you prove the cake can't talk, we knew this wasn't gonna go anywhere logical. That's when it stopped being serious. Wow. Okay. I guess he won, Kaguya. I love Kaguya's reaction to that. As always, I love her voice acting so much. She's actually happy that you remembered that, but it's just funny. That's really good. Okay, what you gonna retaliate with? That was good. I like that bit a lot. Ugh. Snowing. Cool. And now it's gotten to cake again. uh, uh, I love when her voice gets like this so much. Uh, 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 this is what happens when two geniuses that are in love with each other argue. It gets really weird really quickly. This is went a positive direction? Question mark. Yeah, just shove it in each other's mouths already. If only they said this during the Wiener episode. uh, this is so ridiculous. It's sort of a romantic scene if you filter it right. Well then. And then Chica comes in a minute, or... Yeah. There's Chica! A friend, please. Okay, they just all shoved it in Chica's mouth. I mean, they had worked things out more or less before you got there. Sort of. Yeah, Chica's clearly the winner there. She got the cake. Friend, please. Oh, more of this. Really? Kind of reverse now. Oh. Man, things are turned around. This is interesting. Really? Really? I wouldn't do that. Would he be able to help with that either? Oh, really? Are you being sarcastic, sir? Okay, I figured. Oh, well then you're basically an expert, so yeah, shoot it, fire. Of course you are. People always are. Yeah, you would never be that cliche. What's the spread of yours once? Who knows? There's something new every hour. Of course you are, Kaguya. Yeah, I don't know why people even try that anymore. Oh, we're bringing up this thing. I mean, that makes sense. That's what they were really fighting about. Come on, you can say it. You could say that. I mean, they did. Harenji. I want to watch Tolovru. I mean, it's possible she may have dragged him into her bed. I mean, he did. She's not pregnant for a reason. That's not... No, that's not the case. That was a lot of Nez. You watch what you say about Kaguya. It is a little bit messed up, but he doesn't have the excuse of being sick and delirious, so... Wow. It's kind of one of those situations where nobody's really at fault. It's just an awkward situation that you just kind of have to forgive and forget, really. I don't really blame anyone for that incident. It just sort of happened. Maybe he was the best person to come to for this. I mean, you really can't be blamed for wanting to share a bed with Kaguya there. It's subtle, but there's still some tension there. Well, that's what you're supposed to do. uh, I suppose. I mean, it was kind of minor. Uh, I mean, just a little bit of cuddling in the bed, not a big deal. uh, I love you, Ishigami. Uh, I love the differences here between the two groups. Yeah, you do that, Ishigami. You do that. I would love to see that. You don't even know how much I want to see that. Uh, okay. Uh, very good question. She's angry because she did want him to do more, but she doesn't want to admit it to herself. Yes, that was pretty obvious, Kaguya. No, that is nowhere near true. I love the transitions back to him so much. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, just the things will solve. Settle down. Just gotta not poke the hornet's nest. But trust me, Kaguya, that scene would have been very different if I was the one in the room. Would have ended very differently. But I did lay a toe on you. Oh? Okay. Elaborate. Do you mean on or in? That's another big question. uh, wow, this conversation happened in the middle of the hallway. Okay. uh, uh, oh. Okay, she does it back again in the middle of the hallway. It, you know, if she was gonna do the same thing back to him, you should have said he did something bolder, in my opinion. Well then. I bet she feels a bit embarrassed now. uh, Running down the stairs, not safe, Kaguya. I guess so. Uh, well then, that's why you don't do that in the hallway. Yay! Let's go to the beach. Go shopping. You can buy 20,000 stores. Like what, Kaguya? Like what? Uh, of course they talked to Chica, the neutral party. I remember that. That's why I said beach. Same debate that was in Kiniro Mosaic, beach or mountain. Ooh, pizza. We're playing Smash Brothers over there. You don't want that. That's not to read. I could not get quite all that. But they were describing the events, I get that. Well, who wouldn't? Yes, is that a problem? Worrying too much, Shirogane. I don't... There we go, the line. You said the line. Oh, Chica. She is in a much better mood than Shirogane right now. Yes. She is... I'm so glad Chica's in the show. Oh. Without us. I gotta go to Hawaii Con. Oh, Chica, you always have the best dance moves. She's your friend, do something. Let's all go to Hawaii. I mean, she can afford to easily, so... Yeah, why wouldn't you go with her? That's true. I guess. Never thought about it that way, but it's alright. I suppose. But I mean, that would be hard to back away out of. We need Chica. We definitely need Chica. The show is not the same without Chica. Oh no. uh, uh, yeah. Yeah, you can't control Chica. You see those dance moves? That's such a weird face. I can't get used to it on Kaguya. Uh, she's never actually said that in the show. It's always just been fantasies. Oh, Ishigami, our last hope. Got a point. No, that's just what it's mostly about. And you know, obviously Kaguya wouldn't get jealous of that. Come on, Chica. You. Well, that. Aw. I got her attention. Okay, that's tomatoes. uh. Well, it's not our fault you can't go. You deal with your tomatoes. What was that sound? Like a pterodactyl. A good point. You really can't argue with that. I still feel bad for a sad-looking Chica, though. Oh, Chica. It's always an interesting sight when you see someone that has no argument left, so they just start slinging insults. That's how you know you've won an argument when they get to that point. But it's really not all that bad to be insulted by Chica. That's something to be happy about. Yeah, Chica, you are the loser. So for summer vacation next episode. Yeah, summer vacation next episode. But yeah, seriously, Chica, you can't complain about your friends doing something without you when you're going off on a trip to have fun without them. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of Hayasaka this episode, unfortunately. He's like my favorite of the non-main four girls. Well, aside from Shirogane sister K, I guess. But she's like a really, really side character. Like she's just like she was like in one scene. Whereas Hayasaka's may not be one of the main four, but she's still prominent in the series more or less. Especially last episode, I loved Hayasaka. She's just trying to really push things together with Shirogane and Kaguya. Yeah, I know somebody got mad at her for that incident, even though that was at least as equal her fault as it was anyone else's. Nobody yelled at her for it. It may have been more her fault than other people's, but honestly, but the point is, nobody got mad at her for that. Those eyes, just, I could get lost in those eyes. Anyway, that was the 10th episode of Kaguya-sama. And our first scene was a cake one, right? Yeah. So we had a scene with a cake where they basically argued over who would eat it, and that sounds pretty simple. However, there's a lot of emotion, behind it, because there was still that in the let's just call it the sick bedroom incident. Yeah, there was that incident, and they talked about it. They sort of worked things out. They forgave each other on paper. However, Kaguya at least still has some feelings on the matter, very unhappy with how things went, and still kind of holding on to that. So we're kind of butting heads with Shirogane a bit. So yeah, Bijigami just kind of sit there very awkwardly, like, okay, nobody direct any of this at me, please. And then we got to see just an amazing back and forth between those two in regards to the cake. Like, I know I said this a couple times in the reaction itself, but just Kaguya's comment about how do you know the cake can't talk, or whatever she said. I don't remember the exact phrasing of it, but it was something like that. I was just like, Kaguya, Kaguya, once you've gotten to this point, this is not a real argument anymore. This is just venting towards each other, basically. This is not going to get anywhere positive once you've thrown logic out the window enough to say something like that. But it definitely got even more interesting when they started to reference like little unimportant events from like months ago that were just barely cake related. Like that's how you know you're like having either two people that really love each other are arguing, or two geniuses are arguing, but in this case both of those things. So that definitely opens up the possibility of being able to reference all the unimportant incidents to kind of factor into your argument here, basically going full lawyer with each other, if you want to think about it. But, like on May 27th, you said this about cake, did you not? So clearly you should have it. Like, just didn't even click in my head till just now, but that was like, they really did go full lawyer there. But the best part of that was just Kaguya's reaction to him bringing that up, because you could tell just by looking at her and her voice and everything that she had some mixed feelings about that. Because on the one hand, she's like, crap, he just levied a pretty good argument against me, I must defend, while also being very happy that he even remembers that to begin with, and yet at the same time, having to pretend like you're not happy that he mentioned that. So many layers there, which led to a very fun Kaguya scene there. I got a lot of enjoyment out of watching that, really. And yeah, whenever Kaguya's voice gets all panicky like that in general, I always like it. So, needless to say, I very much enjoyed that bit a lot. And then, of course, the same thing happened to Shirogane, but much less enjoyable when Shirogane does it to me. But it was a pretty epic back and forth, I would say. And then Chica, the friend police, shows up and just eats the cake, and it all kind of works out. Oh yeah, but before that, they got to the point where like, eat it. No, you eat it. Like they're about to feed each other. They're pretty much the most angry, romantic-ish scene I've ever seen. I think like that was something to watch. That was a really good scene. And then we got another really good scene, which was still about the same basic thing, which was still the sick bedroom incident. And Kaguya went to a certain girl for romance advice, which I'm pretty sure is a girl that we've helped in the past, which girlfriends with a guy who Shirogane has helped in the past. I think that's the same person. She doesn't get a lot of screen time, and she has a plain design to begin with, but I think that's the same person. The only person in the show we know with, like, boyfriend, the only real relationship that we know about. So she went to her for advice, which is funny. Like, that alone is pretty funny, that reversal. And then I thought Shirogane was going to go to her boyfriend for advice, but he went to Ichigami. Why would you go to Ichigami for romance advice? Like, you don't do that. I mean, I liked it from an entertainment standpoint, sure, it was great, but as far as wanting to actual helpful advice, that may not have been the best option. I do love his sarcasm in that one bit, like when he said he was just joking, because yeah, he's not qualified for this, but Shirogane wasn't qualified for the advice he gave the one guy, so it all makes sense, I suppose. It was just a questionable decision. But anyway, yeah. Kaguya basically just talked to the girl and said, hey, yeah, this whole thing happened to a friend of mine, because it's always a friend in these situations. And basically went there to complain about how horrible it was that he would just go into her bed like that, and how horrible it was that he did not touch her at all. Basically a very just doesn't really have a real complaint here. She's just unhappy with how things went, but she probably wasn't going to be happy with how, she wasn't going to be completely happy with however it went, but I think in the end she would have been a bit happier if he had actually done something. But, just probably not if she wouldn't remember it then, so I don't know, just I don't think she really knows what she wants there exactly, but she just knows that she's frustrated with how things went, basically. I think is how the real takeaway from that. But as we could see in a later scene, though, she was happy with the idea that he touched her a little bit. Not too much, of course, but just a little bit. So I guess it was essentially a matter of I wanted him to touch me, just not too much, just enough for me to know that he has an interest in me, that I'm attractive enough for him to want to, but not enough to where I'm no longer a pure maiden. I think that's kind of where she is at. I'm doing my best here to dissect the mentality of a teenage girl in love, a rich teenage girl in love. So bear with me if I fail to do so. But I gotta at least try, right? And that's what happened on her front. And then Shirogane, I did enjoy the advice Ichigami gave him. It was more of a rant than anything else, but I always love those little bits of his. That's always fun. Just I don't remember much of what he said specifically, but it was fun. It was fun to listen to. No doubt. And yeah, we resolved that with a quick, hey, Kage, just so you know, I did touch you. Oh, I did lay a finger on you. Oh, where? After she said that, I was really hoping he would give a very entertaining answer to that. I can't offer any suggestion because they would not be YouTube friendly, my ideas, but, in the end he said lips, so she did the same thing to him, and it was fun, I guess. But somebody saw that, by the way, so rumors are going to spread. We didn't address that at all in the episode, but maybe later on we will. Rumors of that will spread. The last scene was basically talking about summer vacation and what we'll do, and we got some really good Chica dancing, which I enjoyed. In fact, I think one of the dances is the one we see in the opening of Chica, which is very nice. Just Kaguya's face. That was definitely a new face for Kaguya. Her, I don't want to deal with Chica face, But, I mean, I don't really have a lot to say on the scene compared to the others. Chica is just a pretty selfish person at times. Self-centered, maybe a better word for it, but yeah, next episode should be a beach episode because we saw Kaguya in a swimsuit, and of course that sort of one-piece swimsuit would look best on our flat Kaguya over there. Of course. Although if I had to pick something for her, I would pick one of those, one of those tops that have like the frills covering it to kind of make you look like you have a bigger chest than you actually do. That'd probably be the kind of thing I would like to see on Kaguya. Of course, like all black, maybe a little bit of red here and there. Like, I can imagine a pretty cool, well-designed swimsuit for her. I just think that would be better than that really, really generic-looking one-piece school swimsuit. I can't really call it school swimsuit because it doesn't have her name on it, so that's not really what it is, but it definitely, kind of looks like one. I mean, she looks good in it, don't get me wrong, but I think something like that would look a bit better. I wish I could just, like, project my mental image of what I'm thinking of on screen, but it doesn't quite work that way. And I do like to note that it was padded because, of course it was. Although, those can sometimes come out. I mean, if you ever watch Toradora, that can sometimes end poorly. But yeah, even if Chica's being very selfish in that one scene, I still felt bad when she cried. Because, I do like Chica. Even though she can be that way sometimes, I still like her. Even though Kaguya is also kind of a bad person, sometimes I still like her as well. A person doesn't have to be perfect for you to like them. I still like Kaguya and Chica a lot in spite of their shortcomings. Because overall, they are very fun, enjoyable, cute, nice characters. But, yeah, she just especially butts heads with Ishigami a lot in the show. Like the one scene when he tried to compliment her hair and she took it the wrong way, and then just called him gross or whatever in response to it, Kimoi, But, I know, that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes certain people butt heads with each other, and Chika and Ishigami are definitely a couple that do that. I think that's all I got, really, about this one. And if next episode's a beach episode, I definitely look forward to it. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.